Hello friends, and welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm feeling pretty good today, I think. I'm at like a 7. No, that's generous. I'm a solid 6, maybe 6.5. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I was just in the mood to kind of sit and hang out, answer questions, give life updates, and I'm just gonna do my makeup. I have no idea what the look I'm going for is yet. We're gonna see what happens. I think I'm going for like natural daily quarantine vibes. Well, daily quarantine is no makeup, but step up from daily quarantine. But you know how it gets when you start doing your makeup and then it evolves into an unnecessary beat that you didn't need for the day. Today's video is sponsored by Arches and Halos. You guys know I love the brows. Arches and Halos is cruelty-free and vegan, duh. But they're also ophthalmologist and dermatologist tested, so you know you're being safe with your eyes. Y'all gotta look out for your eyes. Don't just be putting anything and everything around these bad boys. So I'm starting off with my pomade. I feel like I've used a ton of pomades. They go on so nice, but then they dry and they like cake onto you. This formula is really nice because it stays silky and smooth and stays on, but without getting that like crusty vibes. We don't want that. So I'm just gonna take it from the inner corner of my eye and then like kind of sweep it all the way out, and then I'm gonna brush it up. Did you go to college? Yes, I did go to college. My freshman year, I actually went to Kent State in Ohio, and then I transferred to University of Pittsburgh, which I loved so much. Probably should have just gone my first year, but I wanted to like get away from home without going too far. I'm using the dual-ended brush from Arches and Halos. It's so nice working with the pomade that I can just very quickly flip back and forth from going in with the pomade, and then I like to immediately brush it up so that instead of getting that harsh, weird line, it makes really nice hair-like strokes. And then from here, I'll either go in with a pencil brush, a powder, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking just the pomade recently. I'm just gonna go in and fill little sparse areas with the pomade, just like making little random hair-like strokes. What is the best and worst part of quarantine? Oh God. You know, quarantine has really given me a chance to evaluate what I want, what I don't want, what makes me happy, what I want from my life. I think that's been the best and the worst part. It has been so overwhelming to kind of like take a step back and be like, am I happy with this area? Am I happy with that area? And when the answer is no, trying to figure out how to fix those areas is really overwhelming. All in all, it's been really therapeutic, really helpful. So yeah, I think it's forced everyone to be very introspective and kind of reevaluate their lives, which is scary, but ultimately a good thing. To set my brows, I'm using the water-resistant Firm Hold Brow Gel. This stuff's amazing. The brush is teeny tiny, so it really gets every single hair, and it dries super quick and super clear, so it just locks those in place. And I love that little like wispy, feathered look of my brows, so this really does the trick. How have your friendships been during quarantine? This has been a really difficult area for me. I don't want to put anyone on blast. I get that these are weird times and everyone's handling them how they need, but I've been pretty frustrated with some friends. I just feel like some of my friends have been over what's going on, so they've just decided it's all over, which unfortunately is not how it works. And because people are being so careless, I don't feel comfortable seeing them, even really at a distance. So yeah, that's just been really hard and really sad, and I miss a lot of my friends. And obviously when people are hanging out and not really caring about social distancing, people aren't caring to like jump on Zoom calls and hang out anymore. So that's been hard. But also a lot of you have asked me if I've been able to see Joe and Amy. They've been so careful and so smart about things that I've luckily gotten to see them a little bit. By the way, I'm using the Woke Concealer by Oma. This one's Honey. It's a little too dark for me. I ran out of the lighter one that I really liked for brightening up my under eye. It eventually blends, but definitely not my shade, I know. Just to set my face and blend in that concealer, I'm going in with the Bare Minerals Original Foundation in Tan Nude. Before YouTube, were you ever jobless and felt shitty or useless? Honestly, I feel like getting into YouTube is when I was jobless in a sense. I worked since I was, I don't know, 13. Getting into YouTube, it was very weird and different to work for myself and have to figure out what that meant and how to actually make money from it. I think the first 3 years of doing YouTube, I didn't do a single brand deal. I'm gonna bronze my face with Tarte bronzer, the Hotel Heiress. New hobbies from quarantine. I don't know if this is necessarily a new hobby, but I remembered how much I really like to read. I've basically been like reading an educational book along with a fictional book at the same time. Now I'm using the Laura Mercier blush in Strawberry. I used to not wear blush and it's so weird now because I put it freaking everywhere. Different things you've learned from different relationships. One time in love. Ariana knew what she was talking about. Honestly, she wasn't wrong. I think I've learned what I want and don't want in a partner through relationships, and then I think I've learned about what I want or don't want in myself through breakups. Does that make sense? P.S. I'm gonna be using the Oma Beauty Palette Allure. I just went to the drive-in last night and saw 500 Days of Summer, and it's one of my favorite movies. It's such a good example of people are in your life for a reason, and just because they're not the reason that you hoped they would be in it for or that you thought they would be in it for, doesn't mean that that takes away the value of it. I'm so grateful for not just my relationships romantically, but every friendship I've had, every person that's been in my life. I just think we're all kind of a culmination of those people, and that's really cool and sweet and kind of nice. If someone's not in your life anymore, they're still in your life because they're a part of you now, and I don't know, I think that's really sweet. I just did this eyeliner way too thick. I always use eyeshadow and just a little angle brush, as I've shown you guys before, but I was talking and made it really thick, so we're just gonna kind of buff that baby out. Yikes. If you ever had the opportunity to make a makeup or skincare line, what would it be? Ugh, this is like ultimate dream. Not so much a makeup line, but I'm obsessed with skincare. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen it's all I've really been posting about. Quarantine luckily has given me so much time, like I said, to read and study and educate myself. I feel like skincare has always been a passion and a hobby, but now I really want to like hone in those skills, know my shit, know what I'm talking about. I've also been creating skincare routines for my friends to kind of test out my skills and help educate them, which I might make into a YouTube series. I don't know if that's something you guys would be into. Let me know. Okay, now for the most uncomfortable part of the makeup routine and the most uncomfortable question. I'm gonna be curling my eyelashes while answering, how are you able to jump into commitment so quickly? Let's just talk about it. Let's just get it out there. I feel like it's an ongoing, I was gonna say joke, but it's not really a joke. It's a critique. And the internet trolls come out for blood. I have been told you have a new girlfriend for every day of the week. You are a serial dater. You are afraid to be alone. I've gotten it all. And I actually feel so opposite of all those things. So let's first debunk the very inaccurate statement of you have a new girlfriend for every day of the week, or like you change your girlfriend like you change your clothes. I've heard some clever ones, I'm not gonna lie. I have been in 4 serious relationships my entire life, and I am now 29 years old. And I think I've also been really comfortable with who I am and what I want in life for a very long time. So a person never made that for me. So it wasn't like, I wasn't scared to make a commitment or be in a relationship with someone because I knew that that wasn't going to change much for me personally and who I am. So it wasn't like this big scary thing of like, ooh, life is gonna be so different, or you're gonna have to do this, or you can't do that. That's just kind of how my life happened. I just don't really see how it affects anybody else, but teach his own. This is our completed makeup look today. I did manage to go for simple, natural, my typical everyday look. I really was worried I was gonna let it run away from me and end up with like crazy eyeshadow colors, but we done did it. To check out the Arches and Halos products, there will be a link in the description box below. You can also shop them online and in store at Target and Walgreens. I'm also going to be nominating 2 people in the description box below to do the Halo Effect Challenge because I want to see your brows. I love a good brow selfie. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you have any more questions or just want to chat, as always, feel free to comment below. I'm always looking at them, especially right when the video goes up, and chatting with you guys. So come hang out with me. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye. you.